Hey guys, welcome back to True Astrology podcast. My name is Nicole,
And I'm Dave.
and today we're gonna talk about the Cancer and Capricorn axis.
That's right. So today we're going to be talking about foundations versus achievement.
Yeah, this is a really exciting topic and one of the topic that I am actually passionate about because I have Sun in Cancer and also I have a Neptune in Capricorn. So I am constantly getting energy from this axis and it's actually applied to everyone because Cancer is sitting our deepest chart of the zodiac placement and it represents our emotions. So let's dive into more about Cancer. So Cancer talks about the inner happiness and representing home, our emotions and family. And it also talks about the past life connection. And a lot of people think, hey, that's actually Pisces. Pisces talking about the past life connection. Yes, but however, the Cancerian connection is your past life connection through family relationship or your brothers and sister or like
Your lineage.
yeah, your lineage, like kind of a relationship.
Yeah.
And that is actually talked about a lot in Freemason. Because of Freemasonry art, you guys can go ahead and check about the art, just simply Google about it. And they always emphasize the sign Cancer as a cornerstone. So they put that as a cornerstone, or sometimes they put that as a strength. And their art is a little bit like interesting. So the Aries and Libra side is like opposite. So like Libra is the left side and Aries is the right side. And Cancer is always in the top of the chart because they believe Cancer is the gateway to bring their past connection, like especially family connection, family soul to this earth, which is representing the Capricorn, the Earth, and if people who like checked about like a Freemason, probably you guys already saw they show a lot of beehive. Interestingly, in Cancer constellation, there's a like a beehive constellation. Just like a plate is like located in, like at the constellation Taurus, and Cancer has that similar cluster, and that actually calls beehive. And that the beehive is representing the Freemasonry, the family soul. Like we're from same family. Me and you, we had a connection through the like past life or the higher divine energy and things like that. So that's how the Cancer brings the past life connection. It's a little bit different as like a Pisces, but it does talk about it as well. And if you don't believing in the reincarnation and past life, and Cancer also talks about the early childhood. And I know third house, Gemini, talks about the early childhood. However, Gemini is more like early childhood education
Yeah.
and then nearby place from your home.
Yeah, your local neighborhood.
Yeah. But Cancer is talking about something that you used to play with or your childhood friends or the school you used to go and the activities that you used to do when you were growing up. And same thing as imagine you were carpenter in your past life and the carpenting feels really familiar to you in this life, even though you never tried it before, but you always are fascinated by it, or you kind of feel like I have a strong connection through that kind of activity. So you can find that energy through Cancerian energy. And because of this placement carries a lot of that old energy. And part of that is because of this water sign.
Yeah.
The home for the moon, it carries a lot of memory.
Yeah.
And when certain signs are retrograde in Cancer, sometimes your ex comes back to your life or your childhood friend come back to your life out of nowhere that you didn't contact with for like many decades, or you found your notebook from your attic and then bring your memory and it can happen
Yeah.
like that.
And also, there's a reason why Cancers love antiques.
Yeah, that's true because of it has like a memory of
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
memory of the past. And when this Cancerian energy has a really positive and nice energy, and those people has such a like a nurturing and loving energy, because when you just think about the creature Cancer, the crab always carries the babies with itself, right? And also, what is the like a Cancer archetype?
It's the sign that carries its home on its back.
Yeah, so people who has a strong Cancerian energy, they usually take care of their family no matter what.
Or have to be with their family.
And then like I saw a lot of Cancer rising people or
Yeah.
moon in Cancer people, they have a moon face.
Yeah, or they have a large chest
Yeah.
because Cancer rules the chest area. So for men, they have a large upper body chest area, and for women, they might have larger breasts, right? So that's a Cancerian nurturing type of archetype.
And also when the Cancer energy is a little bit negatively aspected, it's like people can be easily become a maniac or a little bit moody or too sensitive because of the ruler, the moon is a changing sign every 2.5 days.
Yeah.
So their emotion is like up and down and, going every different
Yeah.
direction. They cannot make a decision. They feel betrayed easily. They get easily impressed, easily falling in love. So it can be very sensitive.
Yeah, and also, as you know, the full moon, when the tides are a lot higher, the moon pulls the water. You notice that it also pulls people's emotions. And so the emergency room is usually a lot busier during the full moon.
Yeah, exactly. Because the moon effect, eh?
Yeah.
And also in astrology, moon is the activator,
Yeah.
right? Because the moon moves the quickest, and moon is going everywhere in your birth chart to make the conjunction, square, trine,
All
you
the
name
aspects,
it,
yeah.
all the aspect, and then make that activation. So when you're too emotion driven, you have to calm down yourself.
Yeah, and also the moon is the activator because it not only carries information, but I feel like it relays information. So, there's some people that see the moon as a satellite. So it actually channels all of the energy or the frequencies and the signals from all the planets in our solar system.
Exactly. And also when the moon is negatively aspected, moon can taint our judgment. So that is actually showing really well in the one of the minor arcana card, which is the Two of Swords. So swords energy is about the idea, and that this is the Libra domain energy. So Libra is about the judgment, and you have to be fair.
And balance.
Yeah, balance, right? But the Two of Swords is the stalemate energy, and the meaning of this card is that when the moon is visiting Libra, right? So that you feel like you cannot make objective decision. So it's like you're a judge, but you're like literally making a sentence to one of your family member that
Yeah.
you feel like deep down inside you want to let go of your family member, but in other side this person have to get punished, right? So your emotion and your like a judgment got like kind of like
Logic and emotions,
yeah,
basically.
it crashed.
Yeah.
So that's why moon can be very like a difficult thing to deal with alongside with like the activator in astrology as well. Also, when moon is positively aspected, it's really good.
And the moon represents your mother. So what sign your moon is in generally carries the characteristics of your mother, not necessarily in a literal sense. Like if your moon is in, let's say, Cancer, doesn't mean that your mom is a Cancer. It just means that your mom was more the nurturing type. And sometimes the moon archetypally can also mean your father. So it's basically the caregiver in your family is represented by the moon.
Okay, let's look into the tarot card. So Cancer is representing the number 7 card, the Chariot. So a lot of people actually surprised by the Chariot card being Cancer because you can't really connect the dot together just looking at the image. But when you know about the deeper meaning about it, and you will get it. Let's talk about the keywords for the Chariot card. As a first, determination. The being in the middle looks very determined. As a wearing an armed suit, has a like a sitting on the wagon looking chariot. There is a like two animal things in front of him. So he looks really, really confident. And it means a victory, willpower, control, and confidence. And I feel like I can talk about the Cancer and the Chariot, different meaning about it for hours and hours. But however, let's make it really quick and easy and simple. So I mentioned about the Cancer is the deepest chart of our zodiac sign, and also it means that family we born into. So the Freemasonry, they talk about the Cancer as a cornerstone, that it's a gateway to bring their family member from the past life. So that's why in the Chariot card, we see that some kind of home as a background in that being. So this is a like kind of like a family you born into. It talks about your home environment. And this Cancer or the Chariot card talks about like your home situation a lot. What kind of family situation you have. For example, when the malefic planets such as Mars or Pluto is in the fourth house indicates some kind of conflict or violence at home. So imagine you are born in the home or family that provide everything, that you might have a like a victory or very easy life when you were young and you have a confidence. So this is indication of that depiction of it. However, this is not setting up for the person's life forever. That's why we have to learn about the opposite sign, the Capricorn, to achievement. Because let's say your family home environment was really providing and very nice, just like the card, the Chariot shows. You have like a best seat, you have a best clothing, you have a like amazing home, everything is a backbone, and you have a confidence. However, this can be a little bit negative because when people has a too much energy in the Cancerian placement or fourth house, they don't want to go out achieve anything, or their home environment, home business, home family relationship or family lineage, they don't want the kids go outside of the society and achieve anything by themselves.
So the job of the charioteer in the chariot card is to tame and control the two sphinxes that are actually driving the chariot. Because let's just say like they're two polarizing energies and they want to go in two separate directions. But if the chariot wants to move forward, he has to make sure that they're both aligned and they're both going in the direction that he's guiding them to. So a lot of times the way I look at this is that our inner emotions or our inner duality, or even the difference between our family, where they want you to go versus where you want to go, like a lot of those energies have to be in alignment in order for you to then go to that Capricorn axis and to go out into the world and to achieve something for greatness or to leave a legacy. And so this chariot card is very profound because it's not just about like caring and nurturing and taking care of family. It's really about, what makes you feel secure at home so that you can go out and achieve all the things that you want to do, which then you bring back into your family nest and also grow that foundation and grow that security. So it's really an axis, again, that goes back and forth and back and forth.
Exactly. So when people have a weak fourth house or Cancerian energy, they have some kind of struggle. They feel defeated and they feel loss of control. They don't know what to do, and they have a lack of a direction because a lot of people who has a strong family and those family members like a mom and dad or even like a cousin or a grandpa saying that you have to become a doctor, you have to become a doctor, you have to become a doctor, so that they thought becoming a doctor was their destiny, but they don't even have any passion doing such a job, and then later they feel like, what am I doing here? Like, am I brought to be here just for make them happy? And they feel like very powerless. So that's why the Chariot card is giving us the wisdom of we have to control our life, controlling our emotion, and also that whatever we got, we provided by our parent or caregiver, we have to evolve from there. We have to go outside and we have to grow up. And in the chariot, there's a little curtain above him, and then behind him has all the like a star sign. That is indication of that person is ready to go out to travel to the world. And then he has a little belt in his waist. And then in the original tarot explanation, it says that the belt is actually indication of the all the 12 zodiac sign. So the person have to go outside to achieve what the person want to do, using the inner power, the backbone from the family, and the willpower and controlling the emotion. So that's the really like deep knowledge about the chariot card.
And let's move on to Capricorn, which is depicted by the Devil card.
Exactly. Let's talk about the sign Capricorn itself a little bit. So Capricorn sits in the 10th house, so highest place
in the chart. And also it represents the archetypal father. So again, it could be the paternal figure in your family, whether it's your mother or father. It's the person that's the breadwinner that goes out into the world, makes money, and brings that money back into the family to keep the family nest safe and secure. And this is the person that ultimately wants to leave a lasting legacy in this world. Since Capricorn is a half goat, half fish, the fish represents spirituality. It represents water, things from the water, memory. And in a sense, it is connected to Cancer too, because Cancer is a water sign. And many people see Capricorn as an earth sign, but I do feel like it has a spiritual element to it, just based on the archetype of the half goat and half fish.
Yeah, because it's in between, because goat and the fish.
Yeah.
So it can tap into the both energy.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting sign.
Mhm.
There's
And
no other signs are like that.
yeah, and we're in the age of Aquarius at the moment, but when we go into the age of Capricorn, people say that this is actually the point of ascension, so the highest point in our
It's a gateway
evolution.
to,
Yeah.
it's a gateway to go to golden age. So the golden age is age of Virgo. And then the opposite sign, Virgo, is a Pisces. So age of Pisces was the disaster because it's opposite
Yeah.
of the golden time.
Yeah.
So again, so the delusional side of the Pisces and the worshiping the God, the one will save everyone. That kind of belief of the religion really made humanity disaster, basically. So the opposite sign, the Virgo, the perfect virgin, all the like oneness, pure. Because of the Virgo is a representative of hermit. Hermit purifies. Hermit brings all the knowledges and things like that. So the golden age represents that, I guess, energy. And the gateway to go into the higher vibration is the age of Capricorn. And then onward, right? And then we're in the age of Aquarius, and age of Aquarius is bringing the knowledge to the humanity, and the peoples are slowly waking up. And then maybe like another, 2000 years, 460 years later, we're gonna have a better, like a word for the humanity.
Yeah, I hope so.
So a lot of people just, when they just see the card, the devil as a Capricorn, they think only negative. Okay, so the Capricorn is a bad, is a like a devil, is a goat, is a like very dark. But again, so age of Capricorn is the gateway of the age of the golden age, right?
Yeah.
Why is that? It's because of the devil. Capricorn is the provider, is a father archetype, right?
And when I think about the mountain goat, which represents Capricorn, I think about the pyramid or the mountain. And the goat is trying to achieve the top of the mountain. So a lot of times the CEOs in the company or the presidents, they have a Capricorn energy. So they're climbing that ladder over the course of their career. And so for everyone, it's different, right? So it could be being your own boss. It could be climbing the corporate ladder, or it could be just creating a charity where you're providing, you're like the father archetype for the world and helping the less fortunate. But whatever the case, it's like there's a leadership quality to Capricorns. So if you know any Capricorns in your life, you'll notice that they're very serious at birth, right? So it's like the curious case of Benjamin Button. It's like you're born old and you die young. And so a lot of Capricorns are born old. So they look old when they're younger. They maybe the first ones to get mustaches or to go through puberty, to be very serious and stern and say, no, I'm not going to go party because I got my 30-year plan I got to work on. But then as they get older and they start to cross off their achievements on their bucket list, they start to get younger. They start to let go a little bit and they start to have fun and share all of those wealth and achievements with their friends and family and surroundings. So that's really how I see the Capricorn archetype.
Yeah, and also more you work with the Capricornian energy, more liberation you get because of the ruler of the Capricorn is a Saturn, and Saturn in tarot card is the world. The world card is about the freedom, the mastery, and the liberation that you can live in your life. So basically do whatever you want. How? You have to put down the work. You have to work slow, steady, and everyday basis because Capricorn, it's represented by the pyramid
Yeah.
structure. Like imagine you have to build a pyramid by your hands. You have to, dig the ground. You have to make the foundation. You have to move the really heavy stone, and one by one, it's slow, steady work.
Yeah.
Once you achieve that, you get the liberation.
Yeah.
So working with the Capricornian energy as a provider and being serious, make people empowerment, awareness, and again, so liberation and also transformation as well. And the typical part about the Capricorn energy is facing fears. And let's talk about a little bit of a negative side of the Capricorn.
So if you look at the devil card at face value, you can clearly see the shadow side of Capricorn. So it's like temptation, bondage, addiction, materialism, and ignorance. And you can see here the man and the woman in this card represent the lovers. And so in the lovers, they have a very bright aura and energy. They're like in the Garden of Eden. But then here, there's like a lack of light. So everything is dark except for the torch. And so when I look at this card, it's all about the indulgences, the materialism. And if you look at Christmas, like what is Christmas? Christmas is all about materialism.
And then shopping,
Shopping.
and then buying the best gift,
Yeah.
and then like a biggest tree, and
Yeah.
you decorating tree
Yeah.
bright and
Yeah.
pretty, like literally too boozy types of energy.
Yeah, and isn't it like so symbolic that this kind of celebration is also shared with your family, which is like the Cancer archetype, or friends that feel like family? If you look at Christmas, it's like the depiction of what this Capricorn and Cancer archetype represents.
Especially the devil card, and
Yeah.
you're really, really wasting a lot of money and partying the almost like end of year and the Christmas season because we earned that we work throughout the year. Now this is a time to give and love and show. So that is like a based on providing energy. I get it. However, in archetypally, during the Capricorn season, we need to be a little more serious. We need to like, really building up for our 30 years plan and then make a check mark, and then we have to feel like, oh, we did it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But the culturally, like we're spending a lot of money on the buying things, and some people they spend all their savings or their wages on buying things for friends and family, which is a really nice gesture, but they're not really using the positive Capricornian energy. I even seen many people, they quit their job because of, you know what, I deserve to be with my family in the Christmas, and my job wouldn't allow me to spend time with my family during the Christmas season. Like, fuck that, right? But yeah, like if the job is really controlling you and like controlling your willpower, yeah, is not your path. However, it's because of it's a Christmas, because of it's a cultural thing, you're throwing away your life 30-year life path. You have to think a little more seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you look at the placement of Capricorn in the astrological wheel, it's actually the last cardinal sign and it's the 10th house. It's the beginning of the last quadrant. And the last quadrant is all about letting go. It's about achievement. It's about status. It's about sharing all of your, I guess, the wealth that you built with all the people around you. And so for me, it's about when you have a lot, more than enough, then you have enough to share with people. It's like you work hard, you have your savings, and then come Capricorn season, you use those savings to really just share the wealth and abundance with everyone around you. And then when you help other people, you just help because you can help. You're in the position to help. But culturally, we're just kind of like brainwashed to buy, because if you don't buy, then you're going to be miserable. So there's this depressive side of
The devil
materialism.
side
Yeah, it's
of,
the devil
yeah.
side, right? So it's the temptation. And so
And
that's the shadow side that we have to be aware about, is that when we look at this archetype from a very objective standpoint, you can see that Adam and Eve, they both have chains around their neck, but it's like loose. So that means they have the ability to take those chains off with their own free will. And you can see that this devil figure, what we call a Baphomet, he's in the background with the bat wings and the upside down pentagram, the goat horns, saying, you need this, you need that, and tempting the people to buy things or to get things that they don't really need in the first place. So it's really about coming from a very mature standpoint and saying that, I'm going to do it because I can, versus I need to do it because the cultural programming is forcing me to do it.
And there's another thing I feel like is really important about Capricorn is new moon in Capricorn. So usually it happens the end of December or very beginning of January. And the moon lunation is every 6 months. So the new moon in Capricorn can set your first half of the upcoming year, right? So this time around, our new moon in Capricorn happened like really last day of the December. So that is the time you build your like a New Year's resolution or things that you want to achieve, something included in your 30 years plan and something you want to achieve of that year, but you have to work really hard. You have to put your steady work daily basis, and that plan during the new moon in Capricorn will manifest and next 6 months. So this is a really important time. And a lot of times because of we're partying and drinking and meeting up all the friends and family during that time, we kind of overlook. We didn't plan anything. And many times, because of I was like celebrating New Year's Eve with my friends and we were cheering and we were counting down the new year to come and drinking, and then a lot of times I woke up January 1st with a hangover. I'm sure a lot of people did that as well. So, but actually around the new moon in Capricorn time, we're supposed to plan our future. What I want to show into the world, because of the Capricorn sits top of the chart, and this is the something that we want to show to the world, and that we want to leave something as a legacy. We're supposed to work for that thing during that time. A lot of times I know people says that New Year's resolution never work because maybe we didn't really put the work as we supposed as a like Capricornian way. And also this is a kind of like a waning energy, Capricorn to Pisces, and then a lot of people are waiting, like I guess astrological new year, which is Aries, to start something new. But however, long-term steady work, your 30-year plan, that should start in the new moon in Capricorn.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when you're setting the seeds of intention. But the action actually takes place in the spring. So that would be like the midpoint of that new moon to full moon in Capricorn phase. So the full
Exactly.
moon in Capricorn would happen in Cancer season. So that's when you would see the fruits of those intentions that you seeded during the new moon in Capricorn.
Exactly. And then let's quickly compare with the Chariot and the Devil, the Cancer and Capricorn. So I mentioned that the Cancer is the place that our emotion is sits in, and also is our backbone that we get from our family. But we have to graduate that energy as we are growing up. We have to create our own chariot. We have to flying through the world. Then we have to go into the bigger stage of our life, and then we have to build something that we really want to show to the world, which is the devil card.
And that's why we work so hard on creating the Astro Journal, because it allows you to really plan out your year astrologically.
Oh yeah,
And
that's right. So actually the ruler Saturn rules the time.
yeah.
And collecting time and recording time is a really great way to work with a Capricornian energy. So yeah, journaling is a really good way to keep tracking your 30 years plan to achieving what you want to put out to the world, leaving behind a legacy to the humanity. So I think, yeah, like to me, journaling is my life. I've been doing that. It's my part of my personality. But some people who doesn't have a Capricornian energy or someone who wanna work with this energy, I totally recommend journaling as well.
Yeah, so check out our Astro Journal for 2025. It's a 15-month calendar and planner. And check it out on Amazon. The link will be in the description below.
And also, if you guys have any question about this 4,000 and 10,000 axis, let us know. Hope you enjoy our podcast about this axis. And then we're going to come back with the Leo and Aquarius axis.
And until next time,
Bye for now.
bye for now.